they found him. 39 years later. DNA didn't lie. The warrant was signed. 2 days before police reached his door, he was already dead. This is the story of a cold case that finally broke, and a man who still slipped away. August 1986. A woman bikes from Lac du Flambeau, Wisconsin, towards Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. She stops to rest at Big Fishdam River in Delta County's Garden Township. She never makes it back to her bike. A man forces her into his car at gunpoint. He drives her to multiple locations. He assaults her again and again. Then, without warning, he lets her go. She survives. She reports it. Police open a case, and then silence. No match. No suspect. No name. Just a file that gathers dust for 37 years. Here's the truth about cold cases. Most don't stay cold because detectives stop caring. They stay cold because the science hasn't caught up yet. In 1986, if a suspect's DNA wasn't already sitting in a database, the trail simply ended. For decades, that's exactly what happened here. Until one partnership changed everything. Fall 2023. Michigan State Police hand the case to Northern Michigan University's Cold Case program. Students trained to look at dead-end evidence with fresh eyes. Sometimes that's all it takes. Fresh eyes on an old file. They don't find a new witness. They don't find a confession. They find a family tree. It's called forensic investigative genetic genealogy. You've heard of it before? It's the same method that finally caught the Golden State Killer, decades after everyone thought he'd gotten away with it. Here's the part that should give you chills. They weren't hunting for him. They were hunting for his family. Somewhere out there, a distant cousin had uploaded their DNA to an ancestry site, just curious about their family tree. No idea they were sitting on the one thread that could unravel everything. Investigators pulled that thread. One cousin led to a branch led to a name, and the tree kept narrowing until it pointed at exactly one person. The lab runs the DNA. It produces a lead. Michigan detectives partner with Wisconsin authorities to chase it down. The trail ends at a 78-year-old man now living in Argonne, Wisconsin. Here's the detail that should make your skin crawl. In 1986, he was living in Harris, Michigan, 45 minutes from the crime scene. He moved to Wisconsin right after the attack. Police get a warrant. They collect his DNA. It's a match. Delta County prosecutors file charges. Kidnapping. First-degree criminal sexual conduct. Investigators call it the oldest sexual assault case in Michigan history ever solved through genetic genealogy. An arrest is scheduled for July 29th, 2025. He never makes it that far. July 27th, 2 days before the arrest. He's found dead at his home in Argonne. No cause of death released. The Forest County Sheriff's Office opens an investigation into his death, not his crime. And because he dies before he's ever arraigned, Michigan State Police make a decision that stuns even seasoned investigators. They never release his name. DNA proved it, beyond doubt, and still, no trial, no public reckoning, no name attached to what he did. What does justice look like when the guilty man dies 2 days too early? For the survivor, 39 years of not knowing, ending in a phone call. Police confirm her attacker's identity. No sentence, no courtroom. Just a name she'll never hear spoken publicly, attached to an answer she waited almost 4 decades for. MSP's director calls it a reminder of what persistence can do. But strip the statements away, and here's what this really is. A woman who survived something horrific in 1986 and finally got an answer nobody could take from her. He still skipped the one thing she never could. This story doesn't end in handcuffs. It ends with a locked door, a DNA match, and a question we'll never answer. What was he thinking in those last 2 days, knowing what was coming? We'll never know. And maybe that's the most unsettling part of all. Cases like this only get solved because someone refuses to let them go cold. Not just in a filing cabinet, but in their mind. If you want more real cold cases cracked by real forensic science, not sensationalized, not fabricated, subscribe. I post one every week. Now tell me, was justice still served here without a trial? Drop your answer below.